Guys, what is up? Here on the left-hand side, I have Mr. Sexbox playing what it looks to be Arachnids, and on the right-hand side, I have Hierokliff, sorry, playing Dwarves, playing Drunken Dwarves at that. We see that because he has a Brute out. Brutes get a extra a little ability for being intoxicated. I think, at least. Maybe I'm just wrong. Either way, Iron Fist Brawler out, an old champion, strong but costs a lot. Surge Enemy can ramp up pretty quickly, especially against spiders, but 87 Nora is a pretty hefty price to pay for one champion, especially against underdepths who have a lot of ways to kill your own champions very quickly and very easily. Usually you don't want to play these big champions just because they have a very good spell set, such as Retribution. Especially, and also spiders have the Weave Web, right? That does damage per spider. So you usually don't want to play these really, Nora or high Nora champions. On the other hand, he is resistant to physical damage, which is good against at the very none of them actually, because attack fire and attack acid actually. So that doesn't actually help him against either of these champions very much, which is kind of sad for him. He is fearless, but that won't matter too much. And he has Pummel 3. I didn't even see that. Maybe if you upgraded Pummel 2, he'd be a little cheaper. But with Pummel 3, it's a nice ability, especially with the Surge Enemy, because you'll be doing a lot of damage. But you really need to make sure to keep him alive.
Feiern Sie mit uns die 80er. 80 Jahre Peugeot in Deutschland. Jetzt ein GT Line oder Urban Move Editionsmodell.
Now, as we see, other than this, see, this is a very old school battle group, especially with this catapult and this priestess. But once you see the priestess, the ethereal priestess, you have to usually assume it's a super champ deck because of the haste. By herself, she's okay as well because of soften, meaning that she can actually help a lot of decks just do damage because of soften giving that -3 defense. But in general, let's go turn this sound down. Now, yeah. So he needs what this Hierokliff needs to do is make sure that he keeps his Iron Fist Brawler alive. Does as much damage as he can with him without taking too much damage. Because if he dies, he will have no more fighting forces really to keep the fight going. All these champs are support. So 3 support champions out is usually not the best idea this early in the game. You want to get them out a little bit later. The Brew Maiden has 0 damage. He has Invigorate and she has Invigorate and Shatter, but that doesn't really help if you don't have any damage on any of your champs. And then of course the Corrals for all your Dwarven champions. Then you have the Dwarven Catapult, which has some okay damage. I mean, some okay range. Pretty low damage. But really the big thing is that low catapult to be able to throw your champions 5 spaces away, right? And then we have the Soften and the Ether Priestess. Now, the Soften will do actually pretty well with the catapult, because instead of just doing 9 damage or 8, right? She'll be doing 3 extra damage with the reduced defense. Maybe the Brawler could go in here for a pummel on this Boar Spider. See, here is another support champion with the Kingmaker. He has 4 support champions out right now, and I'm not against that. But when all your champions are just like, I don't know, this is very risky. If Sexbox is smart, what he's gonna want to do is try to keep the resources low, make sure to try to get as many kills as possible as quickly as possible. I mean that's pretty standard, but in general, especially here, just because there are so many support champions now, 4 support champions out right now for 1 non-support. So now, as we see here, with that -3 defense, so he's only at 0 defense now on that Flame Spider. And then the 1 attack will do 18 damage. Nice 18 damage, but he did take 6 in return for that Fire Shield. And then we have, so now we have the Boar Spider. It was a good move to put the Ether Priestess in the phase shift just to make sure she's incorporeal. because there's no magic damage out, so she will be pretty tanky for at least the next turn, and hopefully by that time, by the time she comes out of incorporeal and be like, oh okay, well there's a, what was that, a purifier, so he's not hastened anymore. See, this is what I was saying. Like I said, Sexbox, if you're smart, just go for that brawler, kill it quick, and now vulnerable fire, so taking 17 damage per hit from that spider. Even more spiders with fire damage coming out is pretty funny. It's kind of like a fire amp deck, or a fire spider deck, right? Might be good to hopefully get some aura here, because that won't be enough to kill. 17 more damage will not be enough to kill unless he uses a spell. Fire Ruby will still not be enough. I think he'll take 2 from the Fire Ruby. Or 3. Yeah, regens and then 3. So I think this brawler can now kill something. I'm pretty sure he could kill the flame spider. No, if he attacks the flame spider, he'll take damage from the damage shield. So like I said, that was a good move by Sexbox, just to kill that brawler quick. 87 Nora on this champion, or for this champion. Very expensive, and the support is good, but no healing support out. The bubble will do okay to heal for another, or to like protect for another 10 damage if he can get it off. No, he's on range. So he's gonna have to move, which then means he can't attack, which then makes him useless anyway. Yeah, see, he can't move. He has to move him one to the side, but then he can't attack, so that's pretty useless. If he has a tremor, he could at least hit the boar spider away, and then he could attack once. But as is, this brawler is dead. He's at 9 health, and he's gonna die from the damage shield. And now he's dead. So now he's dead. At least he kills the. I mean, 87 Nora for that flame web, which as we see is 64 Nora. So it's not precisely worth it. And now we have 4 support champions out. All of soften was already used, so there's no more soften. And so this is gonna be pretty bad for Hero. Yeah, that's game.